What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Manchester United news is heating up again, and today we need to talk about Harry Maguire's contract situation, Casemiro potentially leaving, De Ligt's injury mystery, Mason Mount's return, and yes, Jesse Lingard could be heading to Brazil. Let's get straight into it. First of all, Jesse Lingard. Former United man, Jesse Lingard is reportedly on the verge of joining Brazilian giants Corinthians. From Manchester to Seoul, and now possibly to Brazil. Lingard really said, World Tour mode activated. Reports say the deal could be finalized within 24 hours. And honestly, that's actually a cool move. Brazilian football is intense, the fans are passionate, and it's a completely different challenge. But it also shows how fast football changes. 1 minute you're a key player at Manchester United, next minute you're negotiating overseas. Football waits for nobody. Now let's talk about the main character of this episode. Harry Maguire. Yes, Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire might actually be playing some of his best football right now. A year ago? Memes everywhere. Stripped of the captaincy by Erik ten Hag. Fans doubting him every single week. Fast forward to now, and head coach Michael Carrick is openly saying there's a case that this might be the best version of Maguire we've seen. And you know what? He might not be wrong. Carrick made a very interesting point. When you're young, you play with excitement. When you're in your physical peak, you dominate with power. But when you've gone through ups and downs, criticism, pressure, setbacks, you become smarter. And that's what we're seeing. Maguire looks calmer, more composed, more aware. He's leading again. But here's the problem. His contract expires this summer. And at the same time, Casemiro could also be leaving. That's a lot of experience, potentially walking out the door in one window. Carrick admitted that experience is priceless. You can't just replace leadership overnight. If both leave, United lose serious dressing room presence. So the question is simple. Do you extend Maguire for another year or two? Or do you refresh the squad and move on? Let me know what you think. Now let's talk about the striker situation. Benjamin Sesko has been scoring important goals off the bench recently. Every time he comes on, he's making an impact. Carrick was asked why he doesn't start him more often. And I actually loved his response. He basically said, "We're winning games. The team is scoring goals. It's not a drama." And he's right. Sometimes fans try to fix things that aren't broken. If your super sub keeps winning you games, that's a good problem to have. That's called squad depth. That's called competition. For once, United actually looked balanced in the forward positions. Now the worrying part. Matthijs de Ligt. He hasn't featured in the Premier League since November because of a back injury. Carrick says he's improving, but there's no timescale on his return. And when managers say no timescale, that usually means they genuinely don't know. Back injuries are tricky, especially for defenders. United need him fit, especially if contract decisions are being made at center back. On the positive side, Mason Mount is back training. Carrick says he's getting closer to returning. Now I know opinions on Mount are mixed, but if he comes back sharp for the final stretch of the season, that could be huge. United need rotation. They need energy. They need options. And finally, Carrick was asked about not being in the Champions League. His answer was simple and honest. He said United can't just live off the past. They have to earn their place back. No entitlement, no excuses. And honestly, that's the mentality fans want to hear. So right now at Manchester United, Maguire is in top form, but nearing the end of his contract. Casemiro could leave. De Ligt's return is unclear. Mount is close to coming back. Sesko is thriving as a super sub, and Lingard might be dancing in Brazil soon. Drama, uncertainty, momentum. And this summer transfer window is shaping up to be massive. If you enjoyed this update, make sure you like the video, subscribe for more Manchester United news, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Should Maguire get a new deal? And are you worried about De Ligt's injury? I'll see you in the next one.